my mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side. I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know. You played me just like a fluke. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone say, oh Lord, kumbaya.
Well, hold on. I'll turn my camera on in just a second, y'all. Mally Cat, where you been? It is peace, love, and understanding, y'all. The manipulation is real. Hello. Do you think law enforcement was listening to that interview? I am all but sure law enforcement will, if they're not listening to that interview, they will be listening to that interview. What I'm going to do first before we play anything, if anybody wants to call or text, you can do that. If you just want to vent for a moment, no problem. You're welcome to. Unbelievable. I've been in the bushes, but I'm back. Well, we are glad you're back. We have missed you. Hope you're okay. I was thinking about you. Shirley, oops, hold on one second. Shirley. Well, I was actually reading your message right now.
Yes. What? I looked over into that link. We were talking about him being home.
I don't understand what you mean.
Okay. He asked Chris, or Edgar, or whatever you want to call him, GP, when he was at home. When he got home, he said, I got home on the 25th. I talked to the detective when I got home on the 25th. But they didn't report Sebastian Liston until the 26th.
Where did he say that at? I don't remember. I mean,
as soon as when they were arguing, when him and that guy was arguing.
Okay. All right.
And I'm like, wait, and I called him on it. I said, how can you talk to the detective on the 25th if he didn't go missing until the 26th and they blocked him?
That's bizarre. Does anyone remember hearing that? Does anyone remember hearing that in chat? Cindy said he said the 26th.
Oh, he said the 25th. Yeah. And then he later said the 26th.
He later said the 25th, and then okay, I've got it here. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we'll see what it says. So okay.
Okay.
I will listen. If you can find it, let me know in the meantime. Okay.
Oh my God, I couldn't go back in there, Justin. I'm sorry. I had to come out of there. My head was hurting so bad. I had to go find. They're
ending it, so it's over. So okay. All right, honey.
All right.
Thank you. Right. Bye-bye. All right. So Elevated Truth, he went live, and he was, for those of you that needs caught up, Elevated Truth went live. Miss you, mama. Oh, I'm sorry. And he was mad, pretty mad. One second. Caller, call back. Mini Panthers, call back. Something's wrong with my phone. I had to fix it. Oh, I don't care, crafting. That's okay. That's okay. It's a free country. We can speak about what we want. The only one that I thought, one second, Mini Panthers. The only one that I actually thought that actually pushed back was Elevated Truth. I actually have respect for him. And that's the truth. I like Elevated Truth personally. Hey, Mini Panthers, what's up?
Hey, oh my gosh, timing! Can you imagine?
The timing was interesting, wasn't it?
Well, big breaking news this morning. Somebody was a little squirmy and had to come out and try to defend and turn the narrative again, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Did you catch that he fully lied about saying that the best thing about Sebastian going missing was he left no clue?
Yeah, and
he did not say that.
He said.
We're not in Oregon, and that was already confirmed, wasn't it?
I have no idea about Oregon. That's not my. I have no idea about Oregon. No idea. I've
It was confirmed.
I've never. It says callers breaking up.
Huh.
Hold on 1 second. Let me.
Sure.
All right, now speak.
Okay. I think Oregon was confirmed, but possibly could you ask Mohawk? Maybe she remembers.
Edgar stated Sebastian was like a ninja. No mention of that. I don't know what you mean.
Boy, he took some really good acting lessons, did he not?
Well, he did say the best thing about Sebastian. That he did say that. Myrtle Beach. And
But I know he said no to Oregon, but I think he was confirmed there.
yeah, I don't know
And
about.
Myrtle Beach was.
I don't know about Oregon.
Myrtle Beach has been confirmed, right?
Oh yeah, he was in Myrtle Beach.
So, yeah.
Boy,
I think somebody's given him some major coaching, and I think he's been watching for months on how to come across better. He lost it for a while when we got over there, but then he reeled himself back. I think somebody was in the room coaching him and telling him to calm down. There were long pauses between certain questions.
Someone said you could hear KK in the background whispering.
Well, there was, some long pauses, especially about the memories.
Yeah.
I believe maybe the thing.
Sorry.
I think some of them. I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, sorry. The monkey was hitting the phone.
The long pauses. I think there's some truth. Like we said, he likes to give partial truths.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe the crane was, and I believe maybe he was proud of him at that moment. But I can also imagine how much screaming he did, in my opinion, to get, to even. I can't imagine there was ever anything they did that there was not a lot of put downs, making fun of, because this interview here, he changed his tone when he spoke about him. He didn't have the vitriol. He tried to play like he had a loving tone. But Mr. Chris, we already know you too well.
Listen.
I mean, it's a little bit late.
Listen, he spoke after months after everything that has came out in the last couple weeks. The videos, right? All of that. Craddock coming out and saying that they have stuff. Didn't say who, so I'm not going to say who.
No.
But what interested me was what triggered him, and I agree with Elevated Truth on this. Why did it trigger him? The truck, which.
Right, I think we're hitting a nerve there.
Well, this is the thing. There was ping. There was a ping. But the thing that nobody on that panel asked, in my opinion, was, which I don't think he'll tell you anyways. But when Edgar was that ping? When did it happen? Because they know when it happened.
Right.
They know when it happened.
Yeah.
They're not going to ask you if there was a ping that happened 2 weeks ago. They don't care. Bless you.
Right.
They don't care if it was 2 weeks ago. They don't care if it was 2 weeks ago. If there was a hit.
Right. I honestly think, in my opinion, Craddock would not have gotten any further than he had done before Dog came into the picture, and Nick. And I think those two have ignited a fire that they can't continue to just be incompetent, or if in fact they are not being honest, either or. I suspect they're not being honest, but
I said ping. I want to clear that up. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I said ping. It was a router. So when you're going down the street in your car and you're close to a home, in the vicinity of a home, what happens is your phone or your vehicle is always searching. Always, always, always searching. And it just gives a handshake.
Sure.
Just to say, hey, I am electronic here. Handshake. And
right.
That's what it's.
Okay, can I ask you, I must have missed it. I was not on your earlier live.
Mm-hmm.
When did the ping get released?
Publicly?
Yes.
Tonight. Chris talked about it that I'm aware of.
Okay. Curious. So that's interesting. I mean, I don't fault.
What are you talking about, Cindy Lou? Trying to get Clue to strike who? Me? What am I doing? I'm not even doing anything. What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I think that when SF conveniently popped up in the chat and started asking the guided questions, that was all a public relations stunt.
I don't think so, personally. I don't think so.
I think they're trying to change the perception of them due to the information that came out this morning, and knowing that they would be looked at very closely now because the last place he was with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
So I think SF tried to turn the narrative on what everybody believes and thinks about Chris, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe somebody was there besides KP to keep him calm. Because you could tell a few times. And the last question they asked him, I'm trying to think which one it was. It was about the bruise. Did you notice how fast and the tone of his voice was completely different than it was for a lot of the rest of the talk that he was on?
Yeah. Not only that, I think it's interesting. They said it was his plate. That I guess that's what she was zooming in on.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, and I also heard earlier that she was only looking for a waitress. I'm sorry, that was not somebody looking for a waitress. I was at Texas Roadhouse tonight. I had to look for our waiter, and that was definitely not what I was doing, in my opinion.
Well, you have the little button there. You can call for your waitress. She has the little machine there. You push it. You call for your waitress.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Just my opinion. This was just all they're feeling the heat, and he's trying to take it back off of them. And I also think because of the range of the view, what Mod Crew and you did versus what their people did, completely different. I think they're just trying to run some damage control and try to sway people with a new Chris. I'm sorry, I already know who Chris is. I've seen who Chris is.
Well, let me be fair. I don't think I want to. Yeah, I differ with you on this because I don't think Truth, Clue, or any of them was planning him to come up.
No, I don't think they were, but when they did, they twisted it, I think.
I don't think Truth twisted it. I don't think he twisted it.
No, she's always been that way.
I mean, I think I think
Truth was good. Truth was good.
Yeah. I think
for the other one.
I think he's extremely fair.
Yeah, he was fair.
Mm-hmm.
He was fair, and I can respect his opinion that he doesn't believe they're involved. because everybody is allowed to that opinion.
Sure.
But the lies, I mean, the bull-faced lies, like, he didn't make that comment about the best thing. He said he did not say that. Well, I heard it with my own ears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can play it. I can play it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many lies. The last thing I think I want to say tonight is, well, there's two things. If Sebastian had, because somebody said something about the chest plate, and that started me to think, if you had a child that was no longer wearing a chest plate, why would you be giving them deep pressure hugs?
Bingo, Tony. Was there 5 CPS reports? CP, I don't know. You don't know how many reports of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Trust me. Seth is not going to get an attorney and say that just shows you right there how he manipulates the words, or he won't answer. Were you guys nobody was stream swiping. I just went live 27 minutes ago. Nobody. I don't do that ever. I would never do that ever. So if someone is saying I haven't even played anything in 30 minutes. 1 second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. But I didn't realize you were live because I didn't get a notice.
Yeah.
And somebody was in there stating that you were live streaming them, and I knew you weren't. So
I don't live stream anybody. No, I would never do that.
I know you don't.
I sent everybody over there. I sent 1,500 people over there. Over 1,500 people.
I know. It's crazy.
They actually opposite of that. God, these people.
Right,
People lie.
I mean, you ought to be thanking you.
Stop lying. Whoever's saying that. Stop lying.
I know.
God does not like that.
The last thing I want to say is, I think next time we start going through the interviews, if we start going through them from again, we should start counting the number of past tense slips that they give in every interview.
You know what? I'll give them credit. They don't do a lot. Not
anymore, but they have done enough, though, that makes it crazy.
See, I think so.
If we really started listening again, we might find more than we thought.
Maybe.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
But, alrighty. I appreciate you taking my call, Justin, and I appreciate you sending us over there because that was enlightening.
It was.
I haven't had such a good laugh in so long. Unfortunately, I was laughing at them for being fools up there, not for Sebastian, which that's serious. I mean,
it's, this is the thing. What I found interesting is they said Nick said, you want the lawsuit dropped, just stop the hate. That's what he said. Just stop the hate. We'll drop it. But now Edgar's like, stop the hate.
Yeah, for sure.
What am I missing? So, I mean, I don't go live about anybody. I don't talk about anybody unless it's true crime. I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, I'm going to let somebody else have a chance to get through, Justin.
All right, honey.
I appreciate everything you do. Give my little grand monkey a hug and kiss.
I will. Love. Bye-bye.
From Cassie Roku.
Hello, Cassandra.
Hello there. I just want to make one point, and I'll get off to let everybody else talk. FBI, open up! When he said why, one was when they kind of started, Chris and Truth started kind of going back and forth about the truck thing, and then
it's body moving.
Chris was like saying how he got his phone was blowing up and everything about what Truth was saying, and then that's when Truth, stood up and said, "Hey, you and I have had this conversation before. I wasn't bad mouthing you then, and I'm not bad mouthing you now, And so then Chris had to kind of back away. But okay, the other thing was when Truth said, both sides are putting stuff out there. And Chris said, we're not putting anything out there. And so then that's when Truth said, I can't say that, he kind of basically backed Chris into a corner, like, yes, you are, And so then the letters, Chris said, those were put out because they were supposed to show how that they all worked together. But that's not what happened. They came out with those like Seth was going to try to put Sebastian in a home, And then Tony had to come out and say the rest, that they sent his letter, that letter, and he forwarded it back to them. But anyway, so that was a whole lie.
Yep.
So those are my two big things. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you, my dear. Love you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Wow. In my humble opinion, an alleged attempt to look halfway human, and I'm not buying it. In my opinion, it was too late. I just find it interesting that elevated truth, and I'm sure he is. Same. Hello.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Chris.
Chris.
How are you?
Hey, doing good. Yeah, not that Chris. Yeah. Oh man, that live was something else. Oh my gosh. I saw parts of it, but I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was just it was pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I just wanted to say a couple things real quick. So one thing I noticed is, you remember, I guess it was probably about a week ago when I talked with you one night, and we were saying, like, and I think you just brought this up a little while ago too, there was definitely something about his truck that really triggers him, because he got really mad about that again on the live tonight.
Well,
yeah, somebody brought up the truck, and he's like, well, what the F does my truck have to do with it? And I think what it is I think it's more than he doesn't want people to know his whereabouts. I think it really has to do specifically with one of his vehicles. He doesn't want people to know anything specific about his truck, or maybe
I think he did good.
Family vehicles. I think because there could be some evidence somehow involving one of the vehicles. That's what I think, because he seems really, really sensitive whenever somebody brings up about, his truck. And the other thing, is there was an infrared satellite photo that I think At Night showed one time, and it was it At Night or Dog? I don't know.
I don't know.
It was an infrared. Yeah, it was an infrared satellite photo, and there was a truck there. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but it's almost like they were trying to show people this truck, and like there was something related with that. I don't know. But I just thought that was really funny that he got really mad again when somebody brought up his truck, Yeah,
well, what I find interesting is when he said, when he was in an interview one time, and he said something to the effect of, when he was leaving work, I went and got my truck, or something to that effect, and made my way to Nashville.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there is something significant about the vehicles and the truck.
Of course it is.
Want people knowing.
Of course.
Yeah, he does not want people knowing which truck he normally uses or something. Yeah, can I see something else real quick?
Take your time.
Yeah, okay. I know there's a lot of people trying to call in.
You're fine.
I really love watching your channel. I know, like I said earlier, I don't normally get into true crime, but when I found your channel, and just
thank you, Chris.
I really do. I really look forward to getting the notifications when you're gonna come on.
Thank you.
And everybody, everybody in the chat's really friendly, and I got the best people. Yeah, really. I mean, I don't normally participate in YouTube channels like this, but I just feel really welcome on yours. One other quick funny thing. I know I have a weird username, so I have a lot of hobbies, and one of my hobbies is electronics. And, I especially like vintage computers, like the Apple II and the Commodore VIC-20. The 6502 was a type of processor. It was an 8-bit processor that was used in earlier computers. And I like programming for old computers. And
that's cool.
Part of my username's named after an 8-bit processor. So yeah, but I like programming for modern computers too. Like I do programming with Visual Basic and C++ for Windows. I got all kinds of hobbies. I'm into astronomy, photography. I like writing, but yeah. So that's where my screen name came from. It's a computer processor. So.
Well, that's now we know. Now we know, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of a nerd,
Hey, listen. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Be who you are.
Yeah. It's cool. I'm curious. I've always been curious. I love to learn. I have a lot of different hobbies, probably too many.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always fun to learn,
Yeah.
But thank you again for all the work you do and keeping us updated. And I'm really glad I found your channel. So
thank you so much. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for all that you help out with in this platform as well.
I try, in however little way I can. I want to try, but okay. Well, thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
I'll keep listening in on the live.
All right, okay. Appreciate you.
Sure.
All right, bye. I have it. I recorded it. I got it. CP is the only speaking now because allegedly it's a criminal investigation. The thing is, it's been a criminal investigation. Hello.
Hello, it's Lolly.
How you doing? Good. How you doing?
Oh, just soaking it all in.
Hold on 1 second. 12 seconds. 12 seconds.
Oh Lord, kumbaya.
Sorry, we needed a Saint Christopher the Great moment.
Yes. I said a secret, quiet prayer.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say this, and of course, this is allegedly, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But the timing could not have been any better for this.
Interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting. And I think it would have been so much well received had both sides been present for that conversation.
I think, you know what I think would be nice? I think it would be nice if they just, I mean, if they don't talk privately, talk publicly on just them. Nobody else up there. Nobody else.
I agree.
Nobody else.
I agree totally.
But the thing that really pissed me off, to be honest with you, is making excuses about court TV. I won't do this. I won't do that. There are people begging us creators every day to get their case out. They have done, court TV has done nothing but be extraordinarily helpful to find your stepson, Chris, KK. That was a cheap shot. Cheap shot.
Yes, it was. You know, they're lucky they have people interested. They should use that.
I mean, saying that they're biased. What?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on court TV, Edgar? KK? How about maybe you go there and answer a question or two? How about that?
Correct.
That might help a little bit.
Maybe.
No, we'll only go to Fox. We'll only go to CNN. All of those. Listen.
Yeah.
We will make sure. We will make sure you get on those. We're going to make sure.
Exactly.
And we're going to make sure that you get those interviews. KK. Edgar. We'll make sure. You going to take them?
Yes.
You going to take them? They don't even ask you hard questions. I mean, it's only been, what, 6 months since the last time you did an interview?
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine not having my son with me, knowing that he's out there somewhere and not taking a step to try to find him.
What is...
I'm sorry,
yeah,
but there is nobody that would stand in my way. And I say that because I didn't have the chance to go out and find my son.
I know, Loli.
But there would never be anyone to stand in my way to keep me from getting out there.
Yep.
Never. And I don't say that to be mean. I say that because I know what it's like not having your son. And if you have a chance to find him,
right,
and you're sitting there not talking for the last 7 months, you know, that speaks volumes.
It does. It does
And
speak volumes.
We don't have to say nothing about it because what they're not doing speaks more than if they came out and spoke every day.
Right. Yes.
But I just thought it was something how they want to call a truce and, you know, no more bashing, but yet we're the ones getting bashed on.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Well, this is the thing.
For our opinion.
This is the thing. And this is like what I don't understand. What I do not understand is Edgar will still not say why he will not say he was home. Well, he will say he was home, but he will say, I can't tell you the days from around the 5th up until the morning it happened. There is no reason under the sun, none, zero, zilch, nada, that law enforcement would say why you, when you are 3.5 hours away, the night you say the Sebastian went missing, you say you're 3.5 hours away. Why days and weeks before you can't say you were home? If you are not involved in any way, shape, or form, then why can't you say that?
Exactly. Exactly. And, excuse me. And on top of that, for Katie to get things mixed up and messed up in her versions of what happened, you don't forget that. That was a tragic event. you don't forget. You remember all
Everything.
those details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every single,
If-
down to the last second, you're going to remember it.
If-
As a mother, and the last time you saw your son, you will remember. It will not change ever.
Yeah.
But
I would have liked for CP to talk about Sebastian in the last 9 months. Unfortunately, too late on my watch to speak. Great channel, Justin. Thank you, Butterflies, and thank you for your support. Really do appreciate you, my friend. And that's right. You can't mess up the truth.
No.
You can't mess up the truth.
The truth.
Yeah. And you know, this is like, you know, if you have lost, you know, Loli and you know, I have mods in here, other mods in here that's lost their child. God,
right.
Heaven forbid. I am so sorry on everything. I'm so sorry. Or that's the greatest loss. There is no greater loss. Nothing.
No, there's not.
Nothing compares.
But
your mom,
what?
Your dad, anything like that. But you remember everything about that.
Every detail.
Yes.
Every detail.
Yes.
Yes. Every single detail. You do not forget it. That's the last thing you had to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to guarantee you, Katie remembers every second.
Mm-hmm.
She might try to eliminate it from her mind, but it's not going to go nowhere. It's there.
Right.
But I just wanted to give my 2 cents and just, if there to be any sort of truth or to clear the air, you know, it's obvious there are 2 sides, and one side is not going to cut it.
No.
It needs to be a joint effort.
It does.
Everybody.
It does. But this is the thing.
Sebastian is the focus.
It is. It is the focus. It is the focus. But I mean, is it nice to hear about what Sebastian liked? Yeah. Is it nice to hear it? It's nice to hear that, but that's not going to do anything.
We also heard that.
Just not.
We also heard some of that from his father.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
His father's told us things like that. And they're making it out like this is some revelation.
Yeah.
But no, his dad did speak of how he was and how excited he got with things. And
yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not one-sided, but that's how it all is.
But
it's all one-sided.
But well, this is the thing. I cannot move on because I know where Seth was. I know where Katie was.
Mm-hmm.
I know where Sebastian was. Right.
Was. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The only person we don't know is Edgar.
Yep. That's it. And you know, it's an ongoing investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no law enforcement that will ever give advice to a suspect.
Mm-mm. Nope, never.
And
they don't give advice to a non-suspect, even a non-suspect.
Yeah. No, they're not giving advice. But even if, you know, you're the parent and y'all are suspects, they're not going to clear you. But they're not going to give you advice.
That got you timed out for asking? Wow. It's crazy.
But it is crazy. It is. But everybody just remember Sebastian is our focus. And that's what we're here for.
That's right.
I know everybody's like just blown away right now. It was like almost a waste of time, but you can't pull away from it because you had to hear the stupidity of most of it. But I do give truth very much credit.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
I really do. I have to.
Yeah.
I give him respect.
Yes, I agree. I give him respect as well.
Yeah. So Anyways, we'll carry on. Doing a good job.
Thank you, my
Give
dear.
that sweet girl a kiss for me.
She's on my nap. She's on my
Okay.
nap. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Call from support with Becca.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Justin.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is support with Becca. Do you remember me?
No. Sorry.
We used to be on channel quite a bit on Molly's channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, cool.
You're like, yeah, whatever, Stephanie.
No, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Anyway, so I watched the show, and there's just two things I wanted to say. I noticed when they were talking about the CPS thing, and they asked Chris about if he was not allowed to be in the home in February. And he said, I don't remember when I wasn't allowed to be in the home. And he said, all I can say is that I left the house in the early February until February 26th. And I was like, oh, Freudian slip. That's how, that's what I took it as.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing. And the other thing I wanted to say so badly, if I could spoke to Beth, Katie, and Chris, I wanted to say, do you hate your exes more than you want to find your baby?
Bingo. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that.
If they could just put the energy into finding him together with all of their resources, and I think there's a good chance they might come up with some answers.
You know, but the thing is you have to be willing to answer the questions, right? And I'm not saying, you know, does Edgar answer some of the questions? Yes, he does. And props to that. But he says, some questions I can't give you. Some questions I can't give you.
But he may be able to give
the hard ones.
Professional.
The hard ones.
Like if they were sitting down in a professional setting that is with, you know, I'm talking about like a psychologist, and that brings families together and putting what they know and what he knows, and then getting the information they can get from law enforcement, I think there's a possibility they can get the answers they need. So I don't know if, you know, whoever, if it's one of them responsible, will get all the answers, obviously. But there might be a slip up or something during those sessions that can bring something. But you have to love the child, want the child home more than you hate the other one.
That is true. So. That is true. And I'll tell you another thing that bothered me is them saying, you know, I don't blame them for not wanting to do interviews. They get picked apart. So it's about their feelings. It's and that includes Seth as well. Or is it about Sebastian? Who are we here for? Like, who are...
Do not be screaming at the top of your lungs.
Wouldn't give a wooden nickel about anything else.
CNN. I'll go on PBS, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Anywhere where I can talk to people and say, first of all, get out to my child, please, Brittany. If you can hear me right now, please do whatever you can to get to a phone. You know, and then I would be sitting at that tiller and talking and say, oh, let's have a talk. And then begging the public, please help me find my daughter. And I don't know if I could go to work or anything else, because that would be my whole life.
I know.
Think about it with your babies. Gosh, they're probably 10 now.
No, they're older than that.
How old?
They're teenagers.
They are?
Yeah. They're teenagers now, yeah.
I think the last time we talked was
I was going to go to Tennessee when you guys went to Tennessee with Bullhorn Betty.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay. That's how old they were.
Yeah. It's crazy. Time goes by quick.
I know. So anyway, I don't want to hold up your chat, but those were the things that I caught that I wanted to voice. I don't know if anybody else caught those things. And did he take the live down?
I don't know. Some people say that he took it down for a minute. Some people say he took it back up. I mean, I think Truth is very secure in where he stands, and I think he'll put it up. I don't think there'll be a problem. You know what I mean?
He did a great thing tonight.
I think he did a good job. Honestly, I mean, I sent 1,500 people over there. I ended my live because I was like, guys, here's his link. Let's go over. Yeah.
Because he got on there, just him, and he was just saying how angry he was at all sides. People, like how we were a community, and now we at their sides. Team Seth, Team Katie, and how what each other is doing to each other, and this crazy stuff with the lights, and he's like, we're worried about things that have nothing to do with finding Sebastian right now. Why aren't we out there?
That, and if creators would leave each other alone.
Yeah.
Leave each other alone. It's not difficult. It is not difficult to leave each other alone.
No. And if you can learn.
They can't do it, though. Can't do it.
Bring something to the table.
Yes.
Every one of them.
Yes.
Even if you can't stand them, they all have a gift to bring to the table. So if you unite, you have a lot more power.
Yeah.
So that's my feeling when it comes to creators.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackson, I'm sorry. We could change the world.
We
really could. With the monkey as well. With the monkey.
That's right. All right, honey. Thank you so much.
Night.
You too. Good seeing you. Bye-bye. It's back up. Yeah, it's fine. Hello? Hold on one second.
What?
Hello. How you doing?
Hey, Justin.
How you
I'm
doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So I had a call.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you were into the chat when I think Edgar knew the picture about the neck was coming up, and he mentioned that Sebastian had freckles on his neck, in the middle of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just astonished by that. I'm like, oh, what a cover-up. Because he knew that question was coming. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I just remember your live the other day, and I was just.
Yep, he does have a couple freckles on his neck. He does have a couple freckles on his neck, but it's nothing that you and I can't see already with our eyes, right? It's like, it's, he's very preemptive. He's very word salad. He loves to play with words, semantics. He is good at it. He's very good at it. In my opinion, that's why he will not ever call in or answer my questions, any of that.
Yeah, I agree.
He won't do it.
I agree, and I think Truth was good tonight.
He was. He
really
was very
was.
good.
Yeah.
He was very good.
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, my dear. I just had to call in and speak about that.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Girl Mom. To accept, press 1.
Hey, girl mom. How you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Let it out, honey. Hold on. Wait 1 second. We need 12 seconds. 12 seconds for Saint Christopher.
Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's
Okay. All right. Do you feel better now?
Okay. So, no, not really.
bless you. Is there peace and harmony?
Absolutely not.
I get this warm soul down in my spirit, down in my soul when I see that.
I get a sick feeling in my stomach when you talk.
I just hear St. Christopher saying, it's 20, 22.
Oh my gosh, when he said pervy, I was
He said it twice, and Truth was up, elevated Truth. He was up there. He was like, what? You could hear him. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like,
Hey, I will have
I
to
was
say,
rolling.
I think he did a good job.
He did.
A really good
He
job.
did a good job.
I'm
He
glad
did.
that he stood his ground and didn't back down, and went back at him. And I will have to say, Chris stayed up there. So I mean,
I give him credit. Yes, I give him credit.
Yeah.
So but
now here's what
KK answer. People's like,
yeah. Well,
sorry. Go ahead.
You can't tell me that she wasn't there.
She was.
I am telling you, she was there. Now they didn't say, he didn't say, oh, she's not here with me. I think some of the other creators said, oh, she's alone or whatever. But she was whispering in the background, and those long pauses. And when they asked him, what's your favorite memory or something like that, and he was talking about the excavator, that was a really, really uncomfortable long pause of her having to tell him a story.
Yeah.
And then the whole picture, from the TBI, and he didn't deny it. Yes, there's something on his neck. But
there is absolutely something on his neck. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for him to try and say, oh well, it could look like it kind of looks like a hickey. Are you kidding me? No. Mm-mm.
I mean, if are they insinuating that?
That's what he said. Yeah, he said. Kind of
Hold on, who said that?
Edgar.
He said it looked like a hickey.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks like a hickey. And that's when they asked him, oh, does he have a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Oh, I did not hear that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
My God, I did not hear that. I
want to know, if you're going to insinuate that it looks like a hickey, when would he have had the time to even be around a girl? Y'all wouldn't let him out of the house or be around any of the kids his age. It just absolutely blew me away.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so mad.
Hey, Betty. Oh, my God.
And the fact that, yeah, he admitted that she was taking pictures and sending it to him. And he said she was taking a picture of him eating his food or finishing his food.
Hold on 1 second. Edgar was live. And not telling the truth on some things, in my opinion, that I will show you. Okay, sorry.
And if he's not there and he's all the way in Memphis, why does he care if Sebastian's finishing his dinner?
Yep. Because he's a control freak. And he seems more worried about, I mean,
how he looks, how they look. It's all about them. And they wonder why the bashing is continuing. He's saying, please stop the bashing. Well, they're doing it to themselves because this is what they keep doing. You would think they would learn. After all this time, it's all about them. Every time they come up, it's all about them.
Yep.
And how they feel and how they're being treated. And you don't know how many CPS reports. You don't know?
Yeah, you don't know how many CPS reports.
Yeah.
Well, then take it from Seth, Edgar. Take it from Seth. He'll tell you.
Exactly.
He's got them. I'm sure he can forward them to you.
Mm-hmm. He knows.
He knows. He didn't want to answer the question. Let's get real. He didn't want to answer the question.
And then saying that court TV isn't big enough for you, not good enough for you. That's why you're not going to go on there and talk about your child. And you debunk every theory that's out there. Well, do you think he could have met someone?
No.
They debunk everything.
They debunk every theory, and still don't know how he did it. Well, he couldn't have disappeared, and he didn't disappear. And there was two people, at least, with flashlights. One vehicle came up, one person went there, two people came back. They did something around the car, right? The one gets in the car, backs up, hauls ass out of the neighborhood, and one runs back toward the house.
Yeah, exactly.
But nothing to see here.
You know, even if there was a trash truck at that time, which it's not a trash truck, but you would be grasping at everything. Even the trash truck people.
Yes.
You would be grasping at everything.
You sure would.
I'm sorry, I'm just so mad.
It's beyond.
I wonder.
It's beyond.
People look at them. It's because of them. The way that it's what they do.
It is.
Keep doing it.
It is what they do. It's also not answering the questions that you can clearly answer. Yeah. You can clearly answer. If you was.
Why couldn't he answer that?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, Seth showed his timestamps. Show your timestamps.
Yeah.
You have. He's the one that said they all had Life 360. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you want people to change their opinion, then show it.
Yeah.
Do you have to do it? Does anyone deserve it? Nope.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
If it's that simple. Time card.
Everybody that I speak to in Clarksville, I bring it up to them. They know that I'm passionate about it. And I'm not even his mother. A lot of people in Clarksville still didn't know that he was missing or had forgotten. You know, they know about him. It was a big deal. But they've forgotten all about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They have no idea.
Holly makes a very good point. He tried to say it was a criminal case only because running away in Tennessee is a crime. That is absolutely no.
Yeah. Well, I think that if there's allegedly, in my opinion, an open CPS case out, that is probably what got the Amber Alert out for the, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It
looks like it.
Probably.
Well, but this is the thing. I mean, technically, a hickey is a bruise. That's what it is.
Yeah, but that was not it.
Right.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I mean,
but don't insinuate this child who is already a victim of things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how about say it looks like a bruise?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looks like a bruise.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Made me so mad.
I'm going to play something right here. 1 second. This was March 4th. Give me just a few seconds right here. Yeah. Here we go.
Has not said that. Law enforcement has not even said foul play. Law enforcement publicly has said we're still searching, but we're shifting to an investigation. Just
Listen.
All right. My sources tell me this is now a criminal investigation. They haven't given up the chance of him being out there on his own and finding him. They're going to keep looking. But yeah, they say investigation. I'll tell you, it's a criminal investigation now. It's criminal.
March 4th. March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
This is a criminal investigation. The FBI is not going to give a $50,000 reward because a child walked out on their own. It does not happen.
That's another thing that I caught. Someone asked about. Someone asked Edgar
Hold
about.
one second. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
CCC.
Yeah. No, you're good.
His sources is law enforcement, in my opinion. They say it off the cuff is what they do. And they do say they're looking, they put it out. They're looking more toward foul play. You think law enforcement wouldn't have bucked that in the very beginning on day 8? Do they look an hour and a half away in 3 different landfills? Does the DA sit with the parents?
That right there.
If a child walked out on his own, does the DA sit with them? I'll wait.
Nope.
Sorry, go ahead.
There was a question asked to Edgar about what do you think about the wording in the TBI flyer? Did you hear that?
Repeat that. I apologize.
There was a question to Edgar about the wording in the TBI flyer, what he thought about it, about February 26th in the area of the Stafford Court area. She wanted to get his opinion on the wording of it. Did it mean anything to him?
And people blow that out. Oh God, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, but he got and went to the TBI flyer and said, "I didn't even know they were going to put that out."
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even know. Listen.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Guys, okay. Don't call me through Facebook. Only my phone number here. Okay? Sorry. All right. Good. Sorry. Good.
Oh, you're good. He didn't even know FBI was going to put out that flyer. He said it. But guess who did know that FBI was going to be putting something out?
Seth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they called him the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sumner County did. But they didn't tell Edgar.
Yep.
I mean that's. I mean, he just said, and that's not even the question she was asking. She was asking, "What do you think about the wording in the TBI flyer?" And he said, "I didn't even know that they were going to put out the FBI thing."
Yep. Boy, it's very,
well, there you go.
Very interesting, to say the truth.
I can't think of anything else that I should.
But I want to say, people make this big deal about in the area of that.
Stafford. Mm-hmm.
Go to NamUs. Go to NamUs. Mm-hmm. Type on anybody that's missing. Anybody that's missing. Yep. It'll show you where they're missing. It'll show you their city that they're missing from. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
It's not this big deal. He's not been seen anywhere.
Right. No. Well, isn't there something in NamUs though? Because I looked it up the other day. Isn't there something in NamUs about there being in a car or something?
On Sebastian?
Uh-huh. Let me look it up.
I'm looking right now. Mm-hmm. NamUs. Let's see here. Let's see here. Dashboard. Search missing person. Okay. Sebastian.
15, current age 16, Sebastian Wayne Drake, Rogers, 5'5", 120. Last name, February 25th, 2024. It was created April 30th. Hendersonville, last seen at approximately 10 p.m. on 2/25. Oh, maybe it wasn't. But, okay. Okay, nothing about a car, but it says, last seen at approximately on 2/25 Central Time at his residence in Hendersonville. Last seen wearing black sweatpants and sweatshirt, possibly left barefoot.
Yeah.
But there you go. Last seen at approximately 10 p.m. And I don't even think that's true because she only heard a thud. So who saw him at 10 p.m.? Because she said she didn't go in and check on him.
I'm going to show you guys right here.
Last seen at approximately 10 p.m. on 2/25.
Right. Last seen at approximately 10 p.m. on 2/25/24 Central Time at his residence in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Last seen wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt, possibly left barefoot. Now, let me find the thing.
There's his.
This one says.
Is in.
Yeah, but you go to map right there. Right. If you go to the map right here, let me show you. If you go to the Nameless map, this is what it does. It does not show his home. It just shows Hendersonville. It's not, people make this big deal that it's in the area. It means be on the lookout in the area. That's all it means. But it's got all of his photo. Right. Contact is agency links, DOJ, OJP, National Institute of Justice. Yeah, this is a government website, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a government website.
So if she is KK telling law enforcement that she saw him at 10 p.m.?
I thought 10 p.m. was the thud and she didn't check on him. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. 10 p.m. to me is very suspicious because she originally told a creator that she fell asleep at 10 p.m. Yes, exactly. That was the original story. I fell asleep at 10 p.m. And she also told Chris also told a creator that you was making your way back home from Hendersonville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how come he
There's
can't
just,
remember what they were talking about? I would.
you can't remember what you were talking about for 3 hours, but you can remember to put the dogs up, right? And
But the night that your stepson goes missing, you cannot remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can't. You none of that. That's very interesting. Funny how that happens. So funny how that happens.
And you're so worried about your truck. After all this time, you're worried about your truck. You're not worried about Sebastian being cold, hungry, missing out on his birthday.
Yes.
I mean,
law enforcement law enforcement agencies update the NamUs.
I really
CCC,
hope, and
you're
I'm
not
sure they will.
blocked, and you're telling your opinion. You're welcome for that. Go ahead. So
I really hope, and I'm sure that TBI was listening to that.
oh, they were 1,000%.
Mhm.
1,000%. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off here, but thank you for all you do. I really
Thank you, my
appreciate you.
dear. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, you have a good night. Everybody have a good night.
You too, my dear. Thank you so much. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. I mean, I think that's very interesting. Truth basically said you're more worried about your truck than Sebastian, in my opinion. Why? I mean, why do I don't know why it says 10 p.m. I find that very interesting. Here, I'll make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see yourself. I do recommend going to NamUs. Last seen at approximately 10 p.m. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you for calling.
Hello, did
Hey.
I get you live?
You are live.
Oh my goodness. This is my first time calling in. Sorry. I love your show. I watch it all the time.
Thank you.
I don't know if anybody caught this, but I was wondering if you guys could make some sense of it.
Sure.
I love Truth Live, and before Chris got on and before Clue got on, he was talking about some secrets and some stuff that was going on that he was aware of, that if the public knew about it, that they would be more aware of what's going on, and that he really wanted some of that stuff to come forward. Do you remember that? Or
I
does anybody
didn't.
remember that? 'Cause
I did not catch anything until Chris made it on there.
okay.
And that's when I was notified, and that's when I sent everyone over there to him.
Okay. Well, it's really interesting, and everybody should listen to this because.
Hold on one second. Just
he
one
really
second.
changed-
Pardon me. Just one second.
Okay.
Guys, please do not
Okay.
mention any other creators in a negative way. We just are different here. We're just different. We don't get in the bull hockey of the politics. It's just not how we do. We're here for these cases, and that's it. That's it. So thank you guys for understanding. All right, sorry about that. Apologize.
Oh, that's totally okay. I would suggest, like, anybody that wants to go back and watch or whatever, it's very telling because it was before anybody else got up on panel. He was talking a whole nother story, and it was kind of about how there were a lot of secrets behind the scenes on that side, and that there was a lot of stuff being hidden that they weren't being truthful about. And people were asking in chat, what is the truth? Spill it, spill it, spill it. And I think he was going to, but then Clue came up, and everybody was coming up, and they kind of cut him off. And that was very interesting to me. I'm really curious what that could have been about. Because he really was talking about how there were just different things going on that if we knew more about it, we would understand more about the case. So
That's
something
interesting.
to definitely look into. I don't know if you have that recorded or if somebody has that first part recorded, but you should definitely listen to that because it's telling. I'd be curious to know what he knows.
I don't know. And what someone said how he talked about Yada. Listen, Yada said the other day in this live, she said, "I'm not important." She actually said that. And Edgar said, I don't know why she thinks she's that important. She literally said, I'm not that important. So that's interesting. I don't. So, but yeah, I'll listen to that. Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
here. Yeah, that was probably the thing that just made my head spin the most, because when the people did get up there, he was like, "This is stuff that you guys know," and then when Chris got up there, "Do you want to go there, Chris? Do you want to go there?" And that's when he changed his tune. So it's like he has some.
I did catch that part. I did catch that little part right there.
Yeah. Because I do think he has, and he did say to Clue and stuff too. He said, "You guys know I told you that I will only be able to keep it in for so long, that it's going to make me burst because I don't like this."
Yeah. I mean, I think he's, you got to respect that.
Yeah, no, I totally think he did a great job. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew about this, and maybe we could go back and look at it, because it's very interesting, especially on that side of things, with him being close to Clue. And
are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't know if you broke up or what. So.
Yeah. No, I was saying that would just be very interesting, especially because he has, very many talks with Clue and them. So I'm curious what it is, their information that they have that, other people might know or need to know that would help. But I'll let you go. And
that's interesting. That's very. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully you can get that and watch that, because it is very, very eye-opening.
I hope he, talks about that. I mean, if there's more that will help us understand, why not?
I feel like he was going to go there had he not been interrupted by Clue and them. He was about to. That's why I'm hoping, if you have this recorded, you can go back and listen to it.
Yeah, I don't have that recorded. I don't have that recorded.
Anybody else does.
Yeah.
It's maybe somebody else does, and that's very interesting. I would like to hear that.
Yeah.
To know what he was going to say.
I don't know if someone said I was lying about something in chat. If you think I don't know who said it or whatever, but if you think I'm lying, please call in. Let's have a conversation. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. So that's all I wanted to bring up, and hopefully maybe we can find that and listen to that, because it's interesting.
That is interesting. That is very interesting. Okay.
But you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll go back to listening.
Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. There's that. Okay, he was trying to call out stuff from behind the scenes, Trishy says. Okay. I'm not lying. That's for sure. Okay. Yes, he does. And so Nina. Okay. Little lady. All right. So do y'all want to listen, or do you want to do more phone calls? Justin. Girl mom. Justin is probably. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna go to hell on anything like that. Nope. Not gonna do it. I disagree with a lot of things. A lot of things. Listen. Okay, listen. All right. Here, I'll make a poll. Okay, we'll make a poll. We'll do that. 1 second. Do you want to listen to recording? Calls. Take calls. All right, there we go. There we go. Well, I first took calls because I knew y'all were fired up. And I knew some of y'all needed to vent. So just let me know. Yeah, if CCC, if she disagrees with something that I say, please call in. I'm never rude to anybody. I don't talk about any other creators or get in any of that. But the only thing that bothers me is someone that hurts children, animals, elderly, handicapped, someone who can't fend for themselves. That's all I got for people. You're fine, Dino, my dear. Hey, Coco, good to see you, my dear. Getting a call.
From CCC.
Hello, CCC. Thank you for calling.
Hey, love, how are you?
Good. How are you? It sounds like you've got people fired up.
I never have any problem. I know I didn't mean to, but oh my God, I'm losing my mind. I don't understand why everybody does not see all the lies going on. And number one, why it's not okay for any of us to be doing what we're doing. I mean, we should be advocating for Sebastian, not ripping the parents apart. And you're not doing that. I'm not. You're working the case. I'm not saying anything bad about you. I mean, first and foremost, nothing bad about you. But there's so many people lying, and I hear you talking to them, and I just want to jump through the phone.
Well, I mean, what do you think? What do you think people's lying about?
Well, I know for a fact that there's shit going on all day. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I know you don't like that.
That's okay.
All day long. I'm not supposed to say creators on your phone, but there's one creator that's two creators pretending to be two different people. I had a voice analysis done last week. I paid $150 to have a voice analysis done, and it is the same person. And that is by forensic people.
Well,
voice analysis. And it just drives me nuts.
Okay.
And they're lying.
Okay,
lying,
so just slow down. Slow down.
I'm so irritated.
I
just hate to see.
I mean, I don't normally talk about creators, but for this one thing, because I think I know what you're talking about. I want to know. You know. I want to know what. Say it.
No, I don't want to say it because that's not fair. Look.
No. I want you to say it because I'm going to say something back to you.
No, go ahead, say it. Well, tell me what you want to say, because I'm not trying to out nobody.
Really. No, because other peoples have said this. You're not the first to say that.
Well, everybody says that. I mean, I had a voice analysis done. I paid money to have it done because everybody kept telling me I was wrong. And
but CCC.
I'm telling you, I can. Oh,
but CCC.
It's Crime Time Buzz and VHB.
But listen to me.
It's exactly the same person.
Listen to me. And I'm just going to tell you 1,000%.
Oh, I'm fired up. I'm so sorry.
Listen, on my mother's grave.
You're going to tell me it's not the same person?
They're not the same person. I know both of them.
So then how do we trust anything?
I know both of them personally. I know.
Let me see them both. If you know them both, then stop them and put them both up. And let me see them both and hear them both talking. So I can do another analysis on their voices. And the only reason I go that far with it is because I seriously do work cold cases. I have not done a hot case since Jamie Bowen. All right, I'm going to start crying just talking about it. I have not touch the hot cakes, and y'all sucked me into this shit. And I never imagined in a million years that people would be lying and doing the things that they're doing in this case. Like it blows my mind, y'all.
But
so much lying.
Yeah, you need to get $150 back. First of all,
I don't agree.
You need to get your $150 back. Let's prove
it. Prove it. Everybody wants to.
Okay, first of all, let's say for instance, they're the same person. Why does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Well, because she's not supposed to be doing all this and freaking out on the parents. Like, she went to court for a reason, and she's lying. That is interfering with an investigation. She is like stalking people at a church that has nothing to do with this.
Stalking people at a church. What are you talking about? Stalking?
Yeah, all morning she was talking about these people at a church and talking about trafficking.
Okay.
That's serious.
Listen, calm down. First of all,
I'm sorry, I'm upset.
Listen. Let me tell you something. I don't agree. Can you let me talk?
I've been sending my families to YouTube.
Okay. I'm going to hang up on you if you're not going to let me talk. I'm going to hang up on you if you don't let me talk. Listen.
And I'm sorry.
Number one, I didn't agree with Betty posting that photo of.
I don't know what photo you're talking about.
At the church. But let me tell you something.
No, it wasn't just posting a photo. She's talking about him on the internet. She's telling 50 people to write into
Let me finish. We don't yell here.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. I'm from
And
Jersey.
we don't talk about creators, and this is getting side-railed, but I'm just going to tell you something.
I'm sorry.
But let me tell you something. Betty was not the first person to post that. That was all over social media. So why is but this is the thing. Why does Betty get why is it just Betty? Why isn't it the 740? But why isn't it the 742 other people that gets it as well?
I didn't have time to look at all them people. I found you first. You were the first person I found on this case. And I started watching you intently. And then I started seeing all this other, like I said, I don't know about this. I'm sending my families, the missing people that I work with, I make them media packets and I teach them how to keep their case alive because I don't have time to do it. And the cops don't have time to do it. When a case gets called, then they have to figure out how to keep their own case alive. So I send them to YouTube. I had no idea that this is what YouTube was like until this case. No idea. I would have never in a million years sent my family to any of y'all.
Yeah.
Because it's insanity.
So,
but my problem is the people that are lying and the people that are fighting amongst themselves. It's just craziness. And I don't understand it. And then I respect you and I love you. I sincerely love you. You don't know me, but I send you money all the time. And then all of a sudden I hear you on the phone with this creator, and I'm like, oh, you cannot be fooled. How are you fooled? Did you see all the stuff that they said today that was lies?
But this is the thing. You're being fooled about Crime Time Buzz and Betty. You're being fooled.
Well, Well, that's fine. So I am, but they're still lying. You're not lying. I haven't caught you in the lies.
But who's lying?
God, are you serious? I won't give you this.
No, you're not. You're not listening to me. You're saying that Crime Time Buzz and Betty are the same people because I don't know. It's
Show me I'm wrong. Let me see the receipts. Isn't that what we all say?
Well,
what you all say?
Let's
see them right now.
This is the thing. I just swore on my mother's grave that they're not the same person.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, it means a hell of a lot to me. It means a hell of a lot to me.
I don't know that enough about you. Okay, then look,
I talked to both of them. I have met Betty in person.
That is serious. What gets her right?
But okay, but what? It's her opinion. It's her opinion. You know, I don't agree with that.
When you're calling all your members to write them.
But what does I mean? But what are these other? What do the other creators do? They do the same thing.
I'm watching you. I met you. I have followed you, and then I see the.
Well,
people
but you're
that you
clearly
follow, and I
listening
go
to
from there.
others. You're clearly listening to others,
No,
CCC.
I'm listening to what I hear come out of her mouth. Everybody says.
Well, you've never heard her.
Fuck
No,
Trump.
you've.
I can't stand Trump,
You've.
and it's because I don't like what comes out of his mouth.
Well, that's fine.
I'm
I
not
mean,
basing it
but
on what anybody else
let's
says.
take it one thing at a time. You've obviously are listening
Yeah,
to
back to
other
the
people
HB
because
crime.
I'm sure Betty
Well,
has
I'm
never
listening to
said
other
she.
people.
Betty has never said she's crime time
I'm
buzz.
the one that figured that out. I can hear it in her voice. Sebastian Jane Wake Rogers. She says it the same way every time. You put that on a voice thing, and it's the same pitch through the whole thing. It's the same. Prove it. If I'm wrong, prove it, and then I'll shut up about it. How about that? Prove it.
Well, I mean, it's
Prove
first
it.
of all,
Back it
it's
up, and let me
it's
hear them both talking. Receipts.
okay. Let's say that they do that. Are you going to apologize?
Yes, of course.
Good. And are you going to stop?
kidding me?
Are you going to stop
I can't
talking
believe-
about them? Are you going to just move on?
Yeah.
I mean, why?
No,
But why
I
do
won't
you?
stop talking about them until they stop lying? And
Well,
attacking people for no reason. You don't have to tell all your members to write a church about a pastor that's trafficking people when you don't have no idea about that.
okay,
That's
please.
insanity.
Okay, please don't say the T word. But
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I don't know this YouTube stuff, y'all. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
That's
Hey,
my
dear.
point. It's frustrating coming in from the outside, and I love you and I appreciate you, and your work has been awesome. The sleuthing is awesome. But then to see these other people come in and
States.
they're outright lying.
Right.
Even Nick, like that, y'all just hang on every word this man says. What has he done?
I don't hang on anything anybody says, but my Lord and Savior.
No, I'm talking about all the people that are chatting and all that kind of stuff in the 3 or 4 rooms that I watch, and the people attacking the parents and singing songs, and it's just too much. I just need to just drop out of it, and leave all y'all alone. It ain't gonna matter, right?
You need
Let
to.
everybody keep following it.
You need to just relax. Is what you need to do.
I'm sending my families to y'all, and I had no idea this is what it was like out there for them.
Well, I mean, you gotta relax.
So shocked.
Yeah.
There's got to be good people out there to help them.
Take a walk.
This is awful.
Something.
I gotta go. Y'all, I don't mean no disrespect.
All right,
at all,
honey. Take care of yourself.
but this is too much.
Okay. Bye bye.
Oh my God.
All right. Just pray for her. I will tell you 1,000% that Betty and Crime Time Buzz are not, and never have been, never will be the same people. I will not intentionally lie for anybody. I have met Betty several times. Crime her a lot. We like her. Hello.
Hey, Justin. How are you?
I'm here. Thank you, Mini Panthers, for that. I appreciate you. Sorry. What's up?
Well, you're doing a great job, brother, as always.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I'm sitting here watching the chat and listening all that. CCC, I was trying to tell people some people were going off. I was trying to tell people that you had this conversation. You had it. Please be respectful. I'm not telling you, Justin. I'm telling the chat that don't know. Please be respectful, as Justin always says to everyone. She's someone who watches every channel, not just one. She watches all.
Well, she said 3 or 4. She said 3
all.
or 4. That was her words. I'm just saying that was her words.
No.
I mean, I disagree with her. I disagree with her because I think, she's hearing things and she's believing things because, people, may say things similar or not. I don't think they sound anything alike whatsoever. I don't get it. I don't get it. Do I agree with Betty 100% of the time? No, I don't. I don't agree with Betty. You guys know I don't agree with Betty 100% of the time. But do I like Betty? Yes, I like Betty. Do I like everyone pretty much? You know what I mean? I mean, I can get along with anyone as long as they want to get along with me. We don't got to agree. Kumbaya.
Yeah, and Justin, I think that's one of the reasons that so many of us love and appreciate you and your take on things is because you kind of bring us all back to, like, I don't know how to put it other than this way. Throughout the day, we can watch multiple creators and be thinking a certain way. We can have a certain mindset on things and be all pissed off or all gung-ho one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come on live, it's like, okay, here's the realm of reality,
Right.
and bringing us all back to earth and, making it all make sense. But in the case of CCC, you handled that very well. I do know that she watches more than 3 or 4 creators.
Yeah, I gathered
and
that.
I do know. Huh?
I gathered that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do know that she is confused, but she is passionate, and she does care.
I appreciate her passion. I do. I appreciate her passion. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Every one of us in life think we're right. All of us. You do, and you swear by it. You swear by it. You are right. Right? And that creator swears by it that they are right. Right? Many people won't admit when they're not right, when they're actually proven wrong, right? All of us are wrong at times, every single one of us. I have made mistakes, particularly in the first year that I became a creator, right? I was learning a lot of things, and I made some mistakes that, was not probably the best. But I don't, people get so, they let people get under their skin so bad that a stranger that sleeps very well at night and you are stressing your life, your precious life that you are never getting back, that 10 years from now, it does not give a wooden nickel about that person if they care about you, pay your bills, or give 2 F's about you because of their voice. And I appreciate the passion and stuff, but listen, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not going to solve this case.
It's not. And I think that too, Justin, is another reason that so many of us appreciate you. CCC, if you're still listening, I know that you got a little upset, but if you're still listening, I don't know if this will help you at all, but there have been, I know once, possibly more than once, that Crutron Buzz and Betty have been live at the same time, okay?
Yes.
I know that you probably won't look into it yourself,
but they certainly have.
I mean, I want to say you can trust me on it or whatever, but I'm telling you this for the damn truth. Excuse my French. I'm sorry, Justin.
No, you're fine.
CCC, if you're listening.
She is. She's in chat.
I promise you, I do the same thing that you do, honey. I watch multiple creators and I listen to a lot. However, I'm probably not as into it as you are in the way that it disrupts my life. But sometimes, baby, you have to log off or realize, that sometimes you can't see certain things.
Yep.
And thank you, Justin, for being very, very, very patient with everyone, no matter what end of the spectrum they're on.
Right.
Not only, I don't want to say there's many of us that appreciate you. And when you say you have made many mistakes along the way and you've been in this for a while, I will just tell you, from me to you, I have been watching you for a very, very, very long time, like way back in, I'll just say old days.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I think that you have done extremely, extremely well to catapult yourself, not only personally, but professionally.
Oh, thank you.
And
that means a lot.
And I'm still here.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, I mean, I did some things that I think probably more than anything, that I regret, the one thing that I regret the most, and you really couldn't even tell, but it was the Kylie Rodney thing. It was very insensitive of me.
Yeah.
It was very insensitive of me. Even though you couldn't even tell what it was, or even if it, but people said I unblurred it, and they lied like a rug on me, and that was not even the truth. But you can't unblur something, FYI. But yeah, I've made, but every single creator has made mistakes. We're human beings, right? And sometimes we're not thinking clearly. But I can own it when I make a mistake. Like, I can legit own it and say, please forgive me for that. I'm a human being. I don't have to go live and start screaming at people. I don't do that. So.
No, that's right. And I, again, that's just one of the many reasons that so many of us love and appreciate you, for your, I guess I would say, realness, your ownership of everything, whether it's right or wrong.
Thank you.
One thing is, too, that you bring us all back down to earth. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. You can listen to creators all day long and try to get the latest and what's going on, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get it broken down and how you should really feel about the situation that's gone on all day and for the last week or month or however long, you should probably tune into Clutch the Pearl. I mean,
well, the thing is, most creators, not most, I don't want to say most, but many creators in this genre want to amp you up about being on a certain, feeling a certain way about another person.
Yep.
And I just don't, you feel how you feel. I don't need to influence you on how you feel about another human being. And if I need to do that, then I'm pretty fucking insecure. I just think there's a lot of insecurity. And that's just the way I feel about it. We're adults here. And if we're really in true crime, let's be in true crime. We don't have to agree on each other. I just think we should leave each other alone if we don't agree. Leave each other alone. Let people do.
Right. That's right, Justin. And I think that, like years and years ago, if you didn't agree with someone and you tried to work it out, and you trying to work it out amongst yourselves didn't work because you could not come to some medium ground, then you just left one another alone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in today's world, some people just keep going at it and keep going at it and keep going at it because it gives more views or more. I mean, it's it's ridiculous, and it's a vicious cycle that you.
This is what it is. Someone has to. Yeah. Sorry. Someone has to quit first. That's the thing. Someone feels like, they just said this. I've got to reply. Mother chicken, say it. Go for it. Go for it.
Yep.
Whatever. it's you will never stop if you feel like you have to reply to everything. I tell Brittany that all the time. So what?
Can we please, please have some kind of intervention with Brittany?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, dang, but I love her to death. But yes, that's exactly. I'm like, they are attacking her from all ends, and it's just not.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. I mean, you're just gonna. It just keeps it going, and just stop. Just someone has to stop. And then if someone keeps talking about you, well, then that just shows who the problem is.
That's right. Well, Justin, I won't keep you any longer.
All right, honey. My monkey's kicking my ass right now. So.
Do what now?
I said my monkey's kicking my ass right now. Sorry.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No.
I want to thank you. This is my first time calling into your show.
Oh, well, thank you
I've
for
watched
calling.
you for many years.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for being you and all that you do for the community, and especially all that you do for the victims.
Thank you. I appreciate
and
you.
all that you do for those of us who watch and try to decipher through everything.
Yeah.
You always bring us back down to earth.
Thank you.
You and your mods, I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Much
I appreciate
love.
you. Much love, my dear.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
back and chat now. Love
All right.
you.
Love you too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was very sweet. That's very sweet. My main thing is, I'll tell you my opinion. I just want people to think why they feel the way they do. That is my channel. Okay, if you feel that way, that's absolutely fine. You feel how you feel. Everyone feels how they feel, and nobody should feel any, but let's think about it, why you feel that way. And if you feel that way, well, okay, let's talk about it. Let's offer this situation and this situation, and let's go from there. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, darling. How are you?
This is Kelly from Mass.
Hi, Kelly.
I've been watching you for a very long time.
Thank you, dear.
You and Dolly are my top two channels.
Oh, thank you.
I just want to be honest. Not the last caller, but that caller that was like screaming. I do go to your channel for like my happy place because you're calm and collected.
Thank you.
And I usually watch you late at night. My son's in bed,
Yeah.
I do disagree with her.
Sure.
I just feel like, I have my issues with VHB.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I do watch other channels. I'm obviously not gonna lie. I'm not a YouTube creator.
Right.
I just watch.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to create one, but I have like my life full of kids right now, right?
Sure.
So little kids. So
I understand.
when they get older, maybe I'll do that, right? But for now, that's my off time is like true crime, and that's what I watch. I watch you, and I watch all of them, but like my main are you and Dolly, right? So, but I just couldn't believe how she just wouldn't even let you speak what you had to say, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I think it's her. I think it's her
little
passion. You know what I mean? I think it's her.
Right. And I mean, the Sebastian Rogers case has been on my mind. Like, I mean, this has been the only thing I've looked up in the past 6 months. I mean, really. Right. And so today I got a little behind. I didn't know what was going on. When I got online and I seen what was going on, I'm like, what happened? Like, I'm still a little confused, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my point being is that when you got somebody that's a little behind in what's going on, and then you have somebody on there and it's like, I don't agree, and like, you know what I mean? So now I'm really confused. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, they're lies. It's like, no, that is not the same person.
Right. Right. It's not.
I've watched both of them for a while.
Yeah.
Okay?
They've been live at the same time, and this is the thing. You can't answer questions live at the same time. That right there shows you that they are not the same people. Right there. Right.
That exactly. That, and just the fact that it's like you said, why
does it matter? You know what I mean? Why does it matter? There is a little boy missing here, and I'm sorry to say a little boy, but I'm 43, so that's a little boy to me, right?
Right.
So my son is 8, and he watches this case with me.
Oh,
And he's
God.
like, that little boy's alive, you know? Like, sometimes I think my son has some, like, abilities. I don't know yet,
Mhm.
but, you know, he's only 8. But, you know, I truly, it's very, how do I say it? Like, it is overwhelming.
It's draining. Trust me.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It is. It really is. And I don't do what you guys do. And that's why I totally appreciate what you guys do. Like, listen, I'm in a family shelter in Boston, and this is what I do. I'm in a family shelter in Boston, right?
Right.
And we have nothing left to do but, like, watch TV, right?
Right.
And I only say a family shelter because that's just where we reside right now. It's not because I'm, like, homeless or, you know, it was a DP situation. But
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, neither here nor there. We got out. It's fine. Not to put that on me. I just wanted to say, like, so I'm sitting here and I get entertained by that because I haven't had, for 2 years prior than this past year, I haven't had, like, access to the internet and all of that. You know, me or my son.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm watching this stuff and I'm just like, I'm so intrigued by it,
Mm-hmm.
and that this is the one case that has, like, taken me by storm. Like, I just need to know what happened. And I'm watching, like, you know, she's like, lies, you know, and I, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I do not dislike Bullhorn Betty. I do not agree with everything she says.
Sure.
I don't agree with everything Dolly says.
I don't agree with everything I say.
You know,
so it's not a.
I mean,
Right.
I can't even say that about you because I haven't disagreed with anything yet.
Right.
To be honest, because
Well, thank you.
you're a very calm, collected person,
Thank you.
and it's very, like, refreshing when I watch you. And you know, I was hoping to get through one of these days to just let you know that it's very refreshing to watch you.
Thank you.
And it's very calming. It's not, like, anxiety ridden, you know.
I appreciate that.
But I just don't agree with calling in and, like, kind of trying to call you out. You know what I mean? It's just like there's a time and a place for that. And like you said, we don't yell here.
No,
you know, it's just the trafficking thing. Like, all of that. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, really, it's a little much. Like,
Yeah.
none of us know what happened, right? And there's all these things coming out every day. I don't know. I have to look back in, like, in the videos today to see what actually went on today because I'm not caught up with that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't agree with calling in and, like, kind of screaming and, you know, trying to prove a point. But that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to make my mark here. I totally love your channel. Me and my son.
Thank you.
And he loves it too. It's
just a question, and tell me if I'm overstepping. Sorry. Are you guys okay for Christmas?
look at. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I mean, do you like need a little? I mean, like, do you have stuff for your son? I mean, like,
I have a few things.
how many kids do you have?
I have one.
One. Okay.
I have 2 other ones, but they're older. They're adults. Like.
Right. Well,
You know,
text
so
me, and I'll send you some stuff. So.
Thank God. You are just, like,
Okay.
you're a breath of fresh air, really.
I appreciate you, but just
seriously.
send me your information. Just text me and just say who you are, okay?
On this number?
Yep, on this number.
Okay.
Okay, honey. We'll
Okay.
make sure he has a Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, honey.
I appreciate you so much. But also, I just wanted to make a note too of my son is trying to make a channel. He just turned 8, so I just wanted to, like, the 3 main ones that I watch. I'm gonna put his channel out there.
Mhm.
We're gonna do it after Christmas.
Right.
And so I'd love for you guys to subscribe if you could.
Of course.
You'll know me by then, hopefully.
Yeah, of course. All
I
right, honey.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Of course. God bless you.
God bless you too.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay. Sorry, she was kicking my butt. She was kicking my butt. Okay. Oh God. All right. Moving on. My wrist. And listen, I'm a gay man. My wrist should not be hurting. But holding the phone and a monkey and talking and working a mouse at the same time, it should not. It should not. Onward and upward. Do you have a monkey on your back, Justin? Yes, always. Always have a monkey on my back. You were saying on my mama. On my mama, on my hood. It's so funny. It has been a hard night. You know, hold on. Sorry. No, it's just count your blessings. Count your blessings. That's all. You know, there's a lot of people that are in shelters and stuff. And this woman was just out of a DV situation. You know what I mean? So, looking beyond, I don't need it. I need to pay my bills and get my kids stuff. That's what I do. I don't need anything. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to pay my bills and have my kids go to the school that they go to, have the things that they want. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I appreciate you, honey. I just felt really, really Pampers. I got to pay for a lot of Pampers. Yeah. That's it. So, ugh. Remy is my kid. She is my kid. Okay. I hope this will play. I think of Seth. I even think of Chris and Katie, whether they are involved or not, because I think and I know that they don't want to be in this position. They don't want to be in this position. Do I believe that they know more? In my opinion, I do. Sure do. But I don't believe they want to be in this position at this Christmas. And I know Seth doesn't. It's really sad. You know, there's not one kid that should not have something to open up on Christmas morning. There shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm loud because I was taking calls. I apologize. I have to pump the mic up because my input and output thing is screwed up. So I apologize. Thank you, Bugsy. If anyone thinks Betty is Jay, sorry, I can't take anything you say. Yeah, I mean, I think CCC, she's still in here, and we appreciate her being here. I think, after I said, you don't gotta agree with Betty, you don't gotta agree with Jay, you don't gotta agree with me or anybody else. But just think about it. If Betty is live and Jay is live, and they're both taking live questions, that's all you need, right? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, my dear. I really appreciate you, honey. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your pamper fund. The monkey pampers. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Okay, maybe she didn't then. I thought you called today. Good to see you. Guys, put missing PNW, gentlemen. She kicked ass last night. Kicked ass. Drop her link, please. I was going to do it today, PNW, but Josh had it live, and I was like, oh, let Josh do it. And then I jumped in the shower, and then I took mine out. I took mine down. And then I jumped in the shower, and I got out of the shower, and I looked at my phone, and Josh said, I took my live down because you're going live with the same thing. And I was like, no, you need to go live. He's like, I already took mine down. I said, well, I already took mine down. So you need to go live. I said, I go live all the time, Josh. You go live, and you're really good. So you did a wonderful job. I would like to speak to you privately about some things that I know you're very deep into that case, and we need to talk. You'll be an exclusive like you've never exclused. But thank you. Yeah. See, Josh is Justin. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. All right, let's talk about this. Hopefully y'all can hear this. I don't know how long I'm going to get to tonight, but I think the first 40 minutes is like probably about the but also 40 minutes in a live stream, like if I talk, because I have to talk for fair use, it's going to be two more hours, so we're not going to get through all of it. We'll get through most of it. Thank you, blessed. Thank God for our blessings. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, my dear. Very true. I need to thank other people. I've been so busy during this live. Sammy G, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. DJ, I'm wrong every day of my life. I'm cool with it. Life is too short for perfection. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're human beings. We're flawed, all of us. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Summers Army, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. How are you doing? Are you okay? You was in the hospital a long time, girl. I'm so glad to see your face. I really am. I miss you. Mini Panthers, thank you for gifting a pearl necklace. If you receive that, make sure you thank our Mini Panthers, Holly. Thank you so much. They tried to say it was a criminal case because of runaway. Yes, I think I've answered that one. I answered butterflies. I did Lakeside. Thank you, Christy. Girl Mom, enjoy life. So Nina, Mally, everyone, thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate you very, very much. Very, very much. Thank you for your support. Zoo, thank you so much, my dear. I really do appreciate you for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. If you received one of those, make sure you thank our beautiful Zoo. It was very good to this channel, very good to me, and appreciate your support.
I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photo.
Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that.
Oh Lord, kumbaya.
Sir Edgarian.
Someone's
On our way to 20,000. I know my first channel, which I still have, it's just not monetized. I need to remonetize it. I could go over there right now and monetize it, but I don't want to like redo I don't want to have you guys to redo memberships and build my memberships back up and all that. So I have 40 some thousand over on there, and I built this 20,000 in a year, not even a year. So yeah, it's been good. Good. So thank you all. It's only because of you guys. Okay. Now, for me to use fair use, I have to put this annoying thing over it, but we're not really seeing anything anyways. And I do have to play a little bit of light music. But link for Elevated Truth will be in the chat. Hold on. It will be in the chat, and it will also be in the description as well. Full credit goes to Elevated Truth. We are using this under the Fair Use Act of 1976 for commentary and criticism and educational purposes. And all of that stuff. News reporting, research, all of that. Okay? So, if you, and I do recommend you, I got to put this in Elevated Truth. What's his full channel called? Elevated Truth. Is it podcast? Okay, podcast. I think he did a good job. I really do. Do I always agree with him? No. And he doesn't always agree with me. And that's okay. But I appreciate the realness this evening. I really do appreciate that. Mods, I'm going to drop this link for Elevated Truth. Can y'all post that periodically? Again, for you guys in chat and on the replay crew, link is provided in the description as well. And without further ado, we are going to get started as soon as I finish this. Link in description. Sorry, I'm slow. Okay. Let me knock this filter off and put another filter on. So we have to morph it into our own creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud. It can't be too low either, but it's got to be, we got to have somewhere in the middle. Can y'all hear that? Could y'all hear the utterance coming out of their mouth? No, perfect. Shit. Okay, we'll do it like this then. Summer's Army getting better. Praise the Lord. I don't know why it does this shit. I'm telling you. I don't know why when I try to do it like this. All right, let me do it like this. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'll do it like this then. Hold on. I got you right here. I got it. I promise. 1 second. We're getting it. Bear with me. Ta-da. Hopefully, you can hear this. Vesta? Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Pearls. May I say, Vesta, pearls look amazing on you, especially in this midnight hour. It looks so good under the moonlight. You look amazing, darling. Thank you so much. Can you play beginning of live before panel comes up? You are asking a lot of me, Sammy G. You cute little thing, you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. 1 second. Let me fix it before the panel comes up. Okay. I have not seen this, actually. So here we go. You're going to hear me. The music is too loud. Girl, I have not even started. It's the best part, Sammy G said. Okay. I've missed this part.
We can think other people are fucking idiots because of what they think about what happened. What the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? What makes you think what you're doing is okay? And what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all who are paying these people to do it?
Damn. Hey, Seth, brother. Is it too loud? Okay, it can't be too low either. We gotta barter a little. Okay. Seth, you want to call in? No pressure. No pressure. Wouldn't mind getting an exclusive though. just kidding. Is that Cam? No, it's not Cam. This is Elevated Truth. You're fine, Seth. Good to see you, brother. I'm sure you are mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually exhausted, because I know I am. I've done cried on this live and everything.
You're sending them money and encouraging them. Send them money because they're a good creator. Send them money.
Now, if someone is being paid for, if that's what he means, if someone's being paid for doing stuff or whatever, like there's a payroll and stuff, there are creators that says, like people pay us. The only people that pays me is advertisements, memberships, and you super chats. That is it. There is not another. Promise you on everything. So I don't know if that's what he means.
Money because they do good work. You don't send them money because you're attacking each other.
He's right. You know what? He's really upset here. And this is bothering him. And I appreciated him today that he said, well, how come Seth can get it? How come it's okay for Seth to get it, but it's not Edgar,
It's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. I don't pocket watch nobody. I don't go look at what people make. But it's real obvious when I'm sitting in a chat and I'm watching people throw all kinds of money at a creator because they're dogging another creator. But then you go into a chat where they're talking about Sebastian and not all the other bullshit. And they've got 30 people in there and nobody's taking care of them at all. Why? Because they're not involved in the bullshit. If you motherfuckers really cared about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, you would be supporting the people who are actively looking for him, who are actively using their channels and their platform for positivity. And before anybody gets it twisted, that goes for Clue too. That's not a dog or a diss, it's an even playing field. That goes for everybody. There's no good, bad, or indifferent. Stop playing with this young man's life. Y'all can talk all this shit you want about truth. You can talk all this shit and say anything you want to about me. Cool. But someone's got to stand up and say this shit is bullshit.
I respect him for saying this. Now, like I said, he's, said some things in the past that I have vehemently disagreed with. But it seems like, he's coming around to, there's, for me, it's not like when it comes to Chris and Katie, a lot of people just like hate them. You know what I mean? For me, it's questions. It's just questions for me, right? Like, why? Why are you? And I'm just one person out of, 8 billion on the planet. But the lack of anything that they're doing, really, it really rubs me the wrong way. You don't answer the questions, and the thing that you should want to do for your child is answer anything that you possibly can. And this is just the truth. Edgar flat out uses for many things, because it's very convenient when you don't want to answer something. He will say, law enforcement has told me that I can't answer that. When I know that there is questions that he can't answer. He just doesn't want to. And he has every right to not answer a question. That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. But again, why would you not want to make it as crystal clear as possible that, yeah, let me just show you guys right here. You want all of this look, people looking, you're asking for help for the case when you came here. And now, you're asking why people was questioning you, but you won't answer very basic questions and lie. Yes. But you see, I don't think that's ever going to change with Edgar and KK. Because the reason is because, in my opinion, they can't. Because I believe Edgar had such an ego that if he could shove it down, really the majority of the population, especially outside of YouTube, but even on YouTube, thinks that something's really stinky here. And if he could shove it and be like, look here, mother chicken, I was right here, you can shut your fucking mouth, he would. And I just don't think he's going to.
Seth, where are you at? Where are you searching? Chris,
let me tell you something. I disagree with him right here, because Seth searches all the time. All the time. But not only does he search all the time, he also does the interviews, whether it's Little Court TV that I love and use and love all of them at Court TV, whether they agree with me or not on cases. Imagine that. Court TV comes in here all the time. They're good people.
Katie, where the fuck are you at? Where are y'all searching?
Well, it's been... So, this is it. We're at 10 months. They have actively not done interviews and not spoke longer than they did speak out. Your child.
Mr. and Miss Bowersocks, where the fuck are y'all at? What are y'all searching?
Bahamas, getting jewelry, Hobby Lobby yesterday, from what I understand, allegedly. Sam's Club, I hear. stalking Betty's car, in my opinion.
That's mom and dad. Where are y'all at? Why aren't y'all searching? Extended family members, cousins, where are y'all at? Why aren't y'all searching? And don't give me the bullshit that law enforcement told you not to talk to the media because TBI came out, not TBI, Sumner County came out and said the family would like us to say that they don't have a comment at this point. But we know that the reporters are going to do what they're going to do.
Right.
So what's up with that bullshit? This whole time, we can't talk to media. But
he's right. He is right. Nobody. You know what? Allegedly, Edgar and KK did not even want their names put out when Sebastian first went missing. Their names. Yes. Seth's family's in a different state. And Seth doesn't have a whole ass, people all around him. The only reason he's in Tennessee right now is because Sebastian. That's it.
You can use content creators to push your fucking narrative. Chris, Katie, Seth. The fuck? The fuck? Stop saying you can't talk to the media when you use creators to push your fucking narrative.
How about that?
And creators who are acting like Katie is some victim in all of this. He's the one who pushes some of this shit. But no one wants to talk about that. No one wants to talk about that, do they? Call me a liar. I dare you.
How about that?
Same way with Chris. Guaranteed. Same way with Seth. Guaranteed. If you
Now, I don't push anybody's narrative. Okay. I think with this, and I ask the questions. And the thing is, with Seth, he didn't do it. He didn't do this criminal investigation of a child missing. He was at work when Sebastian was eating his dinner. Right?
You got something to say about your son, do it your fucking self. Quit hiding.
But that's the thing. I mean, if Seth has anything to say, he will say it. He will say it. He does say it. He says it on YouTube. He says it in chat. He says it on his channel. He says it on television. Edgar and KK, they have people put whatever they want out there when they could speak on their own.
Hiding. People should not want your child home more than you want your child home.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that bothers me. Particularly a mother. How does a mother give up? Now you can say, oh my God, I think she's, She's just tired of being bashed. Well, Seth is too. He is too. But guess what? He's not tired enough to give up on his son. He's not tired enough to stop. Because would you rather, hear chatter in the background, or would you rather find your child? Because that's the ultimate goal. Everyone's got opinions. Nobody's going to stop giving their opinion. That's what YouTube is here, right? Now, if we're giving our opinions about, just other creators and bullshit like that, the little back and forth stuff, quit that stuff. But if it's about a legitimate case and you're in true crime, and it's about the actual case, okay. Zero to date, Lady Freedom.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
KP is not shy at all. I didn't expect me to be up either. Dixie, I didn't either. But it's been a little bit.
You can unfollow me. You can talk shit about me. You can do whatever you want to. I stand 10 toes down on what I just said. You can get mad. You can get glad. I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm tired of people using this young man.
Be in Florida. Do I think? No, I don't think it started that. Not at all. Not at all. Because it's clearly misinformation. Clearly misinformation. Factually. Right? Now, you can argue about what is in that video or who is in that video. But factually, it is not the direction that they put it. Not mathematically. A little trigonometry. It's not. It's just not.
As though he's not a real life. As though he's not a real soul. As though he doesn't matter. He does.
I don't either, Ski Taylor.
You got Crabtree out here spending every moment he has trying to figure out what happened to Sebastian. What do y'all do? Y'all fucking beat the shit out of him every opportunity you fucking have.
Now, listen. I appreciate anyone out searching for Sebastian. Anyone. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think where they're looking. I think it's been searched and 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 searched. And they were confident enough to pull out, and even probably the best search group, EquiSearch, that I know of, was there and didn't find anything in the areas that they searched. But I appreciate him searching. But also, that crab guy, he has been on every side of the coin. Every side. So you really don't know where he stands most of the time. And he did flat out lie to Seth, Tony, the world about what he who we talked to or something like that, that is the truth. Said he had a meeting or something like that. I just feel like he needs I just feel like he needs someone to constantly give him validation. I don't know. So I don't know I don't even know where he stands right now.
I don't see eye to eye with Crabtree on a lot of shit. Me and Crabtree have butted fucking heads.
Sure.
But you know what Crabtree does every opportunity he has? He gets out there and he does something.
You know what? And I listen, I agree to that. He does get out there and he does look. That is true. And you got to give him credit for that. Appreciate that. I appreciate anyone looking. I do. Yep, amazing truth. Yep. But I don't know. I really don't watch him.
But you motherfuckers want to talk shit about him all the time.
I mean, listen. Let me tell you a little something about YouTube. It doesn't matter what you do on YouTube. The people who don't like you, they will pick apart everything. It's not good enough. You're not doing it right. Hypercritical. Listen, people who are hypercritical to me, I could do a live and be hypercritical as a mother trucker to them. I don't give a shit. Move on. I'm not here for that. If you want to be in drama, be in drama.
You motherfuckers want to cut him down all the time.
I agree with that. I agree with him 100%.
Clue and Cletus. I don't like Clue's mouth sometimes. I tell Clue she needs to chill the fuck out constantly. But you want to know what Clue and Cletus are doing? They're investing their own money into drones. They're investing their own money into equipment. They're out there in those woods. They're lowering themselves down into holes and looking. What the fuck are the rest of y'all doing?
Again, I appreciate anybody looking, and I support anybody looking, and I support Betty looking as well. And I will say, it's been a little hypocritical here, that when Betty goes and searches, she ends up in handcuffs. When other people end up searching, they don't. And Betty didn't do anything that anybody else didn't do. She did not. So, what's the difference? The truth is the truth. Right? I didn't hear her threaten anything. Now, I don't think Betty's always been helpful with some of the things she has said about the judge and stuff like that. Flat out. I don't think she's helped herself in some things she said. It's frustration. Like a lot of people get frustrated in here or on here and they say things that they probably shouldn't say. But I don't think she should be, in jail for driving 15 hours and putting up flyers and going in a neighborhood when so many other creators have done it. Just the truth. And I don't think any creator should be, whether I like him or not. You shouldn't be in jail for helping out tacking on some flyers, whether it's on a telephone pole or an electric pole, gives a crap.
I don't agree with everything Clue does. I damn sure don't agree with everything Clue says. But you know what I can appreciate? I can fucking appreciate someone actually getting the fuck out there and doing something.
I agree.
But instead, you would rather talk about the Secret Service and fucking Donald Trump.
Well, I mean, this is where I'm going to kind of disagree with him on, because not everyone is made to go out and search. Not everyone can go out and search. But whether you like Nick or not, Nick has resources. He knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. And haters will tell you that. He knows a lot of people. He does. Right. Exactly. Not everyone can search. And I think he's probably more talking about more creators, to be honest, Rickson, to be honest with you. Good to see you, by the way. Merry Christmas. But you know, we all have. I've been out in the field and searched and done all kinds of stuff. Right? Been a lot of places. Put up flyers. I put up so many flyers in Pigeon Forge for Sebastian this past spring. I've done it, you know, but have I ever been out physically searching for Sebastian? I haven't. No, but I've put out a shit ton of flyers. Didn't ask anyone to pay for them. Didn't make this big video about it. I was actually at my other job. I was at a conference, and while I was there, might as well make hay while the sun's shining. Hand out flyers on my times off. Locals that were searching for Sebastian in the beginning were being followed. Yes. And being followed by Cruella and Donkey.
I'm over it, man. I'm over it. Who's going to be the voice for Sebastian? It's not Katie. It's not Chris. It's not Seth. If anybody at this point has been yelling from the rooftops about their son, it is fucking Seth. While everybody wants to hate Seth on the rooftops about their son, it is fucking Seth. Well,
hold on.
It's not Seth. If anybody at this point has been yelling from the rooftops about their son, it is fucking Seth.
He's right. If anyone who's been yelling from the rooftops, it is effing Seth. It has been him. Seth is the only one. Can you imagine your mother not yelling from the rooftops?
While everybody wants to hate Seth, he's the only one who's screaming from the rooftops for his son. I don't like Seth. I have my own personal opinions about Seth. But Seth ain't giving up on his son yet. Seth doesn't care if people beat him down. Seth keeps going, whether you call him a pedo or you call him whatever else. He's still actively trying to find his son in one.
And that's exactly what a parent does. You walk through hell. You don't get up there like Edgar and say, oh, well, we need peace, love, and hair grease, and then we might do an interview. Well, we're almost at a year here, Mother Chicken. And it's been, what, 7 months? 6 months since you've even hit a lick at putting on a microphone? And trust me. And let me tell you a little national story let me tell you how, sorry, this is going to fire me up. What bullshit Edgar was talking about tonight. Oh, if it was national and this and this and that. News Nation is national, Edgar. And guess what? How many times have you rejected that, Edgar? Nancy Grace is national, Edgar. I believe even Court TV is now, Edgar. And so what if they're not national? Guess what, Edgar? More people get their news on the computer than they do on the television, Edgar. That's what. And guess what? Court TV does it, Edgar. Nancy Grace, Edgar. We're going to replay it. And it goes out into the world. The entire world can see YouTube. It's an excuse. It's a bullshit excuse. And that infuriates me. That's a cheap shot, Chris. Katie, that's a cheap shot. Shame on you. Shame on you for that. They're biased, my ass. They ask Seth questions. He responds how he responds. You get on there, they're going to ask you questions. They're not going to pin you to the wall like most of us YouTubers who think something's wrong would. And I don't mean that in a physical way, just an FYI, metaphorically. Cool cats and kittens. Okay? So, they're not going to get real deep with you. They don't get real deep. They can't. They have to be more politically correct. I just can't imagine. I honest to God, can you imagine being a missing person? Can you just imagine? And you think, and you were found one day. Whack, got him, yeah. You're found one day. And you see your stepdad on there saying, no, yeah, we're not going to go in there. We're not going to go in there. And you're there like thinking, oh my God, stepfather, what the fuck was you, well, like, why was you not doing this? And mom, where the hell are you? Where the hell are you, mom? You love me? You tuck me into bed every night? You sang me bedtime stories? At least up until you met Edgar. Probably, in my opinion, allegedly. Yeah, mocking and all of that. I don't care. I mean, I don't care what side you're on. It is the truth. They are not doing interviews. And I think it was another cheap shot, Edgar. I'm going to get to this. That you said, oh, well, we can do things in secret, and do things behind the scenes that, might be best. Right? It damn sure isn't putting up flyers or interviews. I think you've taken a couple photo ops searching, in my opinion. But those are excuses. Media is the most important thing you can do to find someone. I handed out flyers, right? And I posted them all around, right? And they'll stay up a few days. And then the wind blows them off or whatever. And it's important. It is important. But getting on YouTube, Facebook, anything else, it can be replayed and replayed and replayed to the world. It's an excuse, and you know it, Edgar.
One manner or another. He may not be out there on foot like he claims, but he has a team. You may not like the fucking team he has, but he has a team. Everybody seems to know so much about what Seth is or isn't doing. We don't fucking know. We don't know. I don't know what happened to Sebastian any more than y'all know what happened to Sebastian. And I know what's not going to help find Sebastian is tearing apart every fucking, just tearing everything apart someone does.
You see, the thing is, I'm not here to, I know people probably think, especially on the other side, I'm here to tear apart everything. I need to understand. Why you can't say you were in your own home weeks before your stepson went missing when he walked out the door himself, you say. What pissed him off so bad, Gypsy? Him was when Elevated Truth talked about the truck. And now that it's out, and I didn't have to put it out or anything, then we'll talk about it tomorrow.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I have to say. It doesn't matter. I'm a nobody with a channel.
All right. I'm going to play when Edgar gets on now. If y'all want to see the Because I want to get to some Edgar tonight.
So don't speak of my truck being in that vicinity of that area. For that my truck was.
Bear with me.
I'm just kind of taking. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I mean,
What's going on? I want to know what's this talk that somebody on this panel is saying that I told you that my truck was in that neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing or the night before.
That's not what was said.
Boy, he's touchy on that, isn't he? He's really touchy on that. Really touchy. He's been, I mean,
What was said was you said that your truck's Wi-Fi was in the cart when the cart team did their thing from on the 25th or the 26th. And I also restated that it could have very well been when you came home after Sebastian went missing.
So,
and let me tell you something. They know what time and date. I just want to make this clear. They know what time and date that shakes hands. Okay? (25th or 26th). Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? He wants to say 25th or 26th. That's interesting. Very interesting. If it was there the 26th at 1 p.m., I don't think they're going to ask him about that. Well, you know, Psychic Amelia, I find it very interesting that on the 25th, which is Sunday, they want to know who's in the area that evening, afternoon. But Edgar says he can't answer that. Can't answer when he was home. And he can't answer why police want to know. What they're looking for on the 25th or 26th. If that was Seth, heads would roll, metaphorically. How would it show up on the 25th if his truck was in Memphis? Exactly, Gypsy. Exactly, Gypsy. Exactly. Exactly, Gypsy. Perhaps.
but that would have to been the 26th when I got to my house.
That's
around
what
1 in the afternoon.
that's what we said.
Nope. No. Nope. Nope. Edgar. Edgar, you know, it tells them the time and the date that shakes hands. If you were there at 1 or 2 o'clock on the the 26th, which is when you were supposed to be there showing up for everything, they're not going to question you about that. Was it 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.? Or was it both? Or was it 10? Thank you, Twinkie.
That's what we said.
Guys, right there. Right there. If you don't think they know the date and the time, right there, then give up true crime. I'm telling you, honest to God. That's all you need to know out of this entire light thing and all that, in my opinion. I mean, elevated truth right there. He just outed, right? Because he's sick of it, right? He's sick of it. And I'm, again, from both sides. I appreciate this. Don't agree with everything. You don't agree with everything I say. It's fine. We are both adults, But now that that's out, we can talk about it.
Yes. That's exactly what we said.
Yeah, I said it has to have been when he was coming home from the work site.
That's what was said.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Truck wasn't in the area, the vicinity, and the FBI knows this.
I mean, Edgar, this is my opinion speaking. Do you think if you say that many times, they'll believe you? Other people will believe you? Is that what you think? Because I don't believe you. I don't believe that. Oh, the FBI knows. And let me tell you something. They're not going to question if you were home when you were in front of them. And it pinged or handshook, more or less, whenever you got there. Bullshit, Edgar. Bullshit. And you just
So don't speak of my truck being in that vicinity of that area until the 26th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's why this triggers him so bad. This is why. Let me tell you something, y'all. Control Freak 101. He did not want Elevated Truth speaking about that. And he had to come up, because it was such a big deal. He had to come up to do damage control, in my opinion. 1,000% damage control. A 1,000% damage control. He said his phone was blowing up. Mm-hmm.
That's what we said.
Well, not the time frame, but
not the time frame. You didn't know the time. But what we said was that they did it for the 25th and the 26th. So it's just as much likely that it was when he came in after.
They don't do it for the 25th and the 26th. You know what? Tomorrow, you know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys how it handshakes and what days and times it's going to show you.
Your Sebastian went missing.
Yeah, and that's why I was confused, because I was like, what? And then that's why I said it had to have been when he came home.
Well, see, the
Or,
problem
whatever.
is you get a bunch of people out here. You say one thing, you mean one thing, and this, that, and another, and then it runs wild like a fucking brush fire that goes crazy.
It's true.
And here we are. We're 10.
It goes crazy? Yeah. Because you shouldn't be handshaking nothing on the 25th or the 26th up until 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Clink, 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 clink to the money. Oh, I hope so, be in Florida. God, I hope so. I mean, I hope so. Edgar will not talk to me. He will not talk to me. No ma'am, no ham, and no turkey.
Months into this, we got no leads. We got nothing.
Also, guess what? You remember how Edgar, he's going to get to this up here, but I got to say it because it's on my mind, because I don't know if we'll get to it tonight. You know how Edgar talks about, he always used to give law enforcement like chef's kiss, right? They are doing this, they are doing that, all of this, all that. And, you know, people was like, you know, are you in contact and all this? And he's like, yeah, I can't say, I don't know, something like who or what or whatever like that. That really changed, I noticed, in his behavior this evening. Edgar, is your relationship with law enforcement still as good as it's ever been? Is it? He doesn't have his flipper in, Jenny. In this live? Not in this live, he didn't. Yes, that's his love language. Anger. That's his love language. I mean, 5 marriages. Did Krennic get mad at you, Chris? I just wonder if he's, you know, still talking to them like a lot. Still riding around with them. I don't get that feeling anymore. I feel like things, just in my opinion, the way he was talking, kind of flipped a little. It's a flipper, Mohawk. Chris.
But yet we got another team over here that's out here just throwing shade left and right and a bunch of crap.
That's what we're talking about. We think it's very dangerous. People are being thrown under the bus and nobody seems to fucking care.
People being thrown under the bus. I mean, I don't see our side, calling people pedos or anything like that. Going to jail, anything like that.
Who's in the back chat?
I have no idea. Hold on.
It's that fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Under Chris's name too.
Yeah. I see it in the back chat. Yeah.
So who is this person?
I do. That's the person that's attached to that woman that accused you, Clue, of having something
I
to
have
do
no
with
idea who it is, to be honest.
What the hell's her name again? She was making those anti-Seth videos, and out of nowhere, she went nuts on us. Remember?
Momming it up. You talking about momming it up?
Oh,
that freaky bitch. That's her, man.
Yep. That's right, Christy Johns. Where is this car CP was supposedly fixing on Sunday? He stated he had to go pick up his truck when leaving for home on the 26th. What vehicle was at his work? Hey, because you know what, Christy? You know what I think happened? I think, in my opinion, maybe in a different vehicle, and flew, like fast, not fly, to Memphis, and right when he was getting in Memphis or on the job site, that is when Katie called him. And I think that's when they made their non-911 call, in my opinion. And then stayed at work maybe several hours for his alleged alibi. And then perhaps, just opinion, just a theory, left at 11 or so, got in that car, got his truck, made his way to Nashville, Hendersonville. It's not this elaborate plan. It's the most logical out of anything that, in my opinion.
In the back right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, she just said, I'm psycho, LMFAO. Yeah, but you psycho as fuck.
Says Chris, tell them to let MK Ultra in.
And you need a bitch.
Well,
it ain't my show to control who gets in and who gets out.
I wouldn't let them in for anything. Those
It
people
certainly is, isn't it?
So
Everything's 3 hours.
I'm not even going to pay attention to that. What I want to talk about is what we're doing up here. Right. The point of this situation is that all of the bullshit has got to fucking stop. All of it. The putting shit behind the scenes for creators to talk about. Seth needs to stop it. Chris and Katie need to stop it.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you there because we ain't putting stuff out behind the scenes.
Bullshit.
Well, Chris, can I
What
answer
are
you
we?
about
Hold
the
on. What are we
pants?
putting out behind the
Hey,
scenes?
Chris, don't put me in this position.
Tell him.
Don't do it.
Tell him elevated.
Do not pull my man card. Chris, don't.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. This is why I respect Elevated Truth. Is because he is the only one up there that spoke out about the truth. That shows you that he is willing to stand up for what is right in this situation. Because I firmly believe that he's not the only one up there that knows. Now, Elevated Truth has said things about Seth that I think when he was, talking about the jail and stuff like that, I think he was, and that's when I was like, oh, why are you doing that? Because it's not true. But in this case, I really respect him. I think he's really coming around and just tired of it all. I agree, Kelsey.
Pull my man card and put me in this position.
I ain't pulling anybody's man card.
Chris, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do not put me in this position.
Well, the way you're making it sound is a little odder than it may be true. So maybe instead of getting like that with him, because he may not know what you're referring to, because to be
Yes,
honest,
he does.
He knows.
But it's for Sebastian, right?
I'm not up here to have an issue with you, Chris. I just sat here and said, I don't think you have anything to do with the disappearance of your stepson. But do not put me in the position of you saying that there's not shit being pushed behind closed doors when you know damn well there has been.
Misty, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't a thing out there that we're afraid of. We
I don't
haven't
think there
done
is either.
anything. Hold on. Let me finish. Because this isn't about fucking sides. Once again, when all these creators can get past this shit and finally focus back on Sebastian.
All right. This is where he wants to. This is what he does. This is what he does. He doesn't want to answer what he knows Elevated Truth is talking about. I don't know Elevated Truth's name, so that's what I call him, Elevated Truth. So forgive me if you see this, Elevated Truth. I don't know your name. No disrespect. And he wants to use this broad term, painted with a broad brush, right? Everyone, this peace and harmony and Lord, kumbaya. Someone's, one of those. Yeah, he's been really sick, Elevated Truth, as well.
Then the case might go somewhere, but it won't go anywhere if everybody is out here putting different narratives out there.
Y'all have said, both of you guys have said 20 different stories in the first 3 interviews. Hey, Justice, for you. Good to see you. You won't even answer half the questions. The questions that actually matter.
They don't need to be out.
He won't. Notice Edgar will not speak about places and times. Places, dates, and times. Places, dates, and times. Places, dates, and times whenever it's critical. whenever it's critical. In my opinion, this is Edgar's 5th marriage. In my opinion, if he didn't at least know more, I'm not calling him, I would never say anyone's flat out guilty. Never say that. I think he would have saw KK down the road, especially because allegedly they were really, really going at it prior.
Up there.
We all agree on that.
Right, but that includes
So once
everybody,
again,
Chris.
Yeah, that includes everybody. And I'm going to tell you something. If you come at me sideways or you come at my family sideways, you can bet your tail that when we bring the proof, it's proof. It's plain.
Could you prove that a time card with an attached email? Could you give a receipt for Sunday, anytime during the day, but especially the evening, in Mississippi? Bring the proof.
Plain and simple.
Well, that's the thing, Chris. No one is
I don't throw
accusing.
shade at people. I bring the proof. That's the difference.
This man is so arrogant. I mean, honest to God, he is the most arrogant thing God ever stretched a piece of skin over. He does not see it. He will never see it. He will never see it. I don't understand. I don't get it. That he does not see it.
Clearly debunked the hell out of that. Not possible, because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass. As for the lights, we will leave for that everyone to decide on their own.
He's never showed an ounce of proof of anything. That's what we've been asking for 10 months now. You told Nancy you was going to take a lie detector test. You didn't even take a lie detector test with her. Seth took the lie detector test. They read his results on national television. Nancy Grace is national. I don't believe he's taken a lie detector test, in my opinion, because, and this is it. He lied. I will say that. He lied in the beginning with his semantics. Lied about the lie detector test. Then he gets on Nancy Grace, and he said, law enforcement told me I didn't need to take one. That's okay, darling. I'm not going to give you a late slip. It's so freaking early in the morning. Wouldn't take one. You know what? That's a great way to tell proof, Edgar. Wonderful way. for proof. At least it's a tool. The fact that someone doesn't take a lie detector test for me is what sets me like, oh, you're not taking one. Okay. Deflection. Interesting.
About what?
Whatever. If y'all want to come out and say some shit, come out and say it.
Who is said? What are you worried about someone saying?
That's what I would like to know. Elevated Truth. What is he worried about? There's something that is triggering him. Now the truck triggers the fuck out of him.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
the
know. Hold
problem.
on. I don't know
That's
how
the
much you
problem.
said.
Because you all come out and say different things, and you all have your little riddle ways of putting shit out there.
I think you're confusing us with different people. Never have we done riddles.
Truth
Never.
out there yesterday or the other day said some stuff about Katie.
Like what, Chris? Open that can.
I don't have the exact quote on me, okay?
Well, if you're
does anyone know what Elevated Truth said yesterday? Elevated Truth just said, go ahead, Edgar. Open that can. Edgar, I don't have that exact quote on me. Okay. Tell me the basics. How about that? That's what I'd have told him. Give me the basics, Edgar. Yep. What was it? That is absolutely untrue. That is absolutely untrue. I'm just telling you that is absolutely untrue. In fact, don't even believe me. Tweet Nancy Grace. Tweet her staff. They'll give you the exact questions. Seth will put it out there. He has not a damn thing to hide. You don't see Seth's stuff pinging anywhere. You don't see Seth not taking a lie detector test. You don't see Seth, the one out here, hiding. We know where Katie was. We know where Sebastian was. And we know where Seth was. They can tell us all month long where they was. If this question doesn't ring something in your head, whether you're biased or not, then you got a problem. You are blindly biased. We know where Seth was. He can tell us all month. Katie, she can tell us all month. Sebastian, we know where he was all month. We don't know where one mother trucker was all month up until the 5th. Why? Why can only one person not tell us where he was? Law enforcement has told him not to. I'll wait. Boom. Tell me. From the 5th until the morning of the 26th, we can tell where Seth was. We can tell where KK was, and we can tell where Sebastian was. Why can't Edgar tell us? Why can't Edgar tell us? When he's the one that's supposed to be 3.5 hours away. How about that? Serious question. Does Deanna get that? That is huge. 4 people. 3 of them, we know where they were all month. Every day. Right? They can say, they can give an account for every place they've been, including Katie. Edgar can't. If that doesn't say one thing to you, you are blithely unaware. Blithely unaware. Blithely unaware.
If you're going to accuse me on my panel, be willing to back it up.
I am willing to back it up. If I have the exact quote, I would give it to you.
What was it about?
In regards to whether or not Katie was there or her going to the school looking for Sebastian.
You mean my question of why did Katie go to the school? Is it because Sebastian had maybe missed the bus and had walked there at some point? You're upset about that?
The way it was projected made it sound like you're questioning why did she even go to the school in the first place?
That's exactly what I was asking. Why?
Because she's a mother who has a son that goes to that school.
Right.
Why wouldn't you go to the school and look for your kid?
Why wouldn't you look for him in the neighborhood, KK? That's more the question, KK. Why wouldn't you look for him in the neighborhood? Why didn't you make a left on Kellen? In my opinion, allegedly. Why did you just haul ass out of there? Allegedly, in my opinion. Yeah. And this is the thing. If he would have walked out to that school, he would have been seen on camera. He would have had a scent, and someone would have spotted him. Do you know how busy that road is? With all the people going in and out at 6 a.m. to work? And right there at the school? All the traffic? That's why Elevated Truth was probably asking that, in my opinion. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense. I agree with him. Okay, J Mac, I agree. Yeah. Why didn't you check on him with the thud? This is a child that's got medical problems, stuff on the brain. But I just have a feeling somehow that there is something significant about the truck. Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Yep. Guys, thank you all so very much. I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. We will finish this tomorrow. Special thanks to Elevated Truth for keeping it real, and doing this interview with Chris. I appreciate that. Just it's refreshing to ask the hard questions. And there's not a question that the other side has asked about Seth, which he's put about everything out, but I've asked Seth hard questions, right? Even though I know 1000% he didn't have anything to do with this, but I've asked him tough questions before as well. That's what you do. It's what you do. Just is what it is. But at the end of the day, the man had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Thank you all so much. Really do appreciate you. God bless each and every one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have a half a day tomorrow. Thank the Lord. And then tomorrow we will finish this live. We will also be opening up your gifts from Remy. I've been trying for 3 days and it just keeps hitting the fan. So thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you all. God bless each and every single one of you. Thank you to my hardworking mods. Thank you to my loyal chat. Thank you sincerely to my members and those who donated, keeping me afloat. I really do appreciate you. Truly, thank you for your support. It means so much to me. Thank you to the callers in here tonight. Thank you to Edgar for going up and being triggered and answering questions. It's good to hear him after 6 months. Like to hear Katie. Like to hear Katie as well. A chicken party? Of course, we've got to do a chicken party. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is the place I dearly love to be. 'Cause all my exes live in Texas. 'Cause Edgar pets his cat in Tennessee.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proud.
Yes, my mullet. Hugga, burning love. I get it from the Donkey Kong.
and it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
I'm just going to pretend like I am a hair model with my locks of curls, gorgeous, gleaming against this fluorescent light. Where's KK? Where's the Minotti at? Oh, there. Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's
Kumbaya, my lord.
Katie!
Kumbaya.
Katie!
Oh Lord.
Christopher!
Christopher.
Christopher!
My Lord Christopher. Oh, Christopher.
Christopher! Christopher! Katie!
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that
You were again pervy tonight.
Something that I believe we're pervy to.
Even Truth was laughing at your perviness.
Something that I believe we're pervy to.
snacks because he's 15.
Oh, and little KK right there, we could hear her little whispering. Pause it, Edgar.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
What am I doing here? I'm a trucker. I'm a hard-working man. I have a steel hat. And I got a fifth wheel. And a camel to back. My flea camels. Who needs a flea camel? I need a flea camel. You need a flea camel? Let's get a flea camel.
I think you were asking me. Off the top of my head, I think it's a Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Chevrolet 1986 to the fourth power.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's a 2021, I think.
1986 and a half.
So you're.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Look at these two. Who are these two?
2021, I think.
Who are those two? Who are those two? Thank you all so much. Don't talk about my truck. Don't talk about my truck. All right, guys. Much love. God bless each of you. I have to be up in 3 hours. But you're welcome. My diesel truck. You know what? We need to get Edgar an electric car and a rainbow flag. Instead of Edgar waving the red flags, if he ever gets the silver bracelets, he might be waving the rainbow flag. Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing? You know what I mean, girl? Just saying. No judgment. No judgment, Edgar. No judgment.
Come by someone's.
Can you tell I was an altar boy? I was good too, honey. All right. Love you all. Really do appreciate you. I get stupid when I get tired. Oh, goodness. Ready for bed. Ready for bed. I need to do a diaper change and go to bed. Say night-night. Oh. You're going to rip my face off, aren't you? Say night-night. I don't know how I have glasses left. Girl. Please. Hers just woke up. You do tired. Why are you like this? So rude. You know what I can't wait to do? I actually can't wait till I can do videos when she's a little bit bigger, when she eats her food, like solid food. When I'm like getting ready to put something in my mouth and she'll like literally rip it out from my mouth. Monkeys are so rude. They're like so rude. You need to know your manners, girl. Hey, hold this. Hold this. Say, Edgar. Thank you. Wave it. She sees it, Edgar. She sees it. Okay. Just saying. We get you ready too, don't we, girl? We get you ready too. We sure do. Not a bite. Not a bite. Not a bite. All right, everyone. Good night. God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you guys, Lord willing, tomorrow. Many blessings to all. What a day. Much love.